I would love to go.
I should be ready for
I know. Yeah.
Good evening. I am District Secretary Nancy Gamble Hatfield. It is Tuesday, November 5th, 2013, and this is a regular meeting of the Dublin Standard Road Services District Board of Directors. Presiding this evening is President Don Benson.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please.
Okay, Director Halkett.
Here.
Director Howard.
Here.
Director Duarte.
Here.
Vice President Von Peter Leopold. Here. President Benson.
Here. Okay, special announcements, activities.
No, we have nothing tonight other than what we were chatting about a little bit before the meeting. A few of us are going to be heading down to Pleasanton City Council. We're meeting at 7 o'clock. We're considering recycled water agreements with DSRSD and what Durwell. So,
Good.
looking forward and keeping our fingers crossed on that.
Okay. Public comment? None. Okay, on to reports by General Manager and staff.
Yes, President Benson, members of the board, nothing under the event calendar that I have to report today. However, I would like to note under correspondence to and from the board that you, President Benson, received a letter from Congressman John Garamendi dated October 24th related to the Congressman's views of the BDCP process. And that letter has as an attachment a water plan for all of California that he has drafted. And I think you have copies of that in front of you tonight.
Yes, we do.
That's all I have.
Okay. Approval of minutes, or is there any agenda management? Okay. Committee reports? Okay. Approval of minutes. Regular meeting of October 15th. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Next meeting, special meeting of October 22nd. Do I hear a motion?
Move for approval.
Okay, second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so moved. Consent calendar. Do I hear a motion? Okay, I hear a motion and a move. All in favor? Aye.
Were you going to say something? Yours, eh? Okay.
Did you have a second? Yeah, there was two.
It was a stealth second.
It was a stealth second over here. Okay, board business. Let's see, 9A is the first reading, introduction of ordinance incorporating provisions for eliminating expiration of and vesting of capacity fees and establishing time of payment of water and wastewater capacity reserve fees into District Code Chapters 3.10, 3.2, 3.5, 3.6, and 3.7. The ordinance is the ordinance of Dublin Standard Road Services District modifying sections 3.10.010, 3.2.030, 3.5.020, 3.60.010, 3.60.020, 3.60.300, 3.60.30, 3.60.0.090, 3.70.010, 3.70.050, and 3.7.080 of its district ordinance code to eliminate expiration and to provide for vesting of water and wastewater capacity fees. Do I hear a motion to waive the reading of the ordinance? Okay. Do I hear a second? Oh. He just wants me to read it. Okay, I think we're going to have a staff presentation. Oh, we have to take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes! Okay. Staff presentation.
I'm going to turn it over to Rebecca.
Okay. And then we open it up for a public discussion.
Yes.
Awesome.
To mitigate adverse impact to the economic recovery in the communities we serve, the district wished to address expiration of capacity rights. If you recall, in our Code, certificate of capacity rights and associated rights expire 3 years after issuance of the permit or purchase of the capacity. And then the fees are forfeit if they don't connect. Those fees are collected prior to the issuance of the construction permit, and normally that happens months before the first building is constructed. In October, the board took the first step in a two-step process to eliminate the expiration of capacity rights. It approved the resolution waiving capacity rights expiration for permits issued in the past. In this second step, we're addressing expiration of certificate of capacity rights that will be issued in the future. In this ordinance, the revision will eliminate the expiration of capacity rights, provide for capacity rights to vest at building permit issuance or at connection. It changes the time of payment for capacity reserve fees, so that would be at building permit issuance instead of construction permit issuance, and that addresses builders' comments and concerns. And it includes language that allows the board to set priorities for capacity allocation in the event that capacity is limited. That eliminates the board's concern that a developer may limit capacity rights. There are a few impacts to the district's finances. The time of payment will impact the district's cash flow. Fees will be collected in smaller increments, but they will come in a little bit more often, and it will capture fee revenues that we typically lose when pending fee increases are announced and builders prepay capacities at the lower fee. We notified active development applicants that this is moving forward with the board, and they've been invited to this meeting and the second meeting where the second meeting will occur.
Okay, I'd like to open this up for public discussion. Okay, I will close this for public discussion. And any comments?
My comments. Actually, no, I won't have a comment. I'm going to actually support this action. I voted against the previous day in October because it was fundamentally, I don't like to redo contracts on the fly after we've already entered them, especially when they are not in our best interest. I have no problem with fixing the future and making all of our new contracts make sense, and this makes more sense to me. Plus, we can build this new paradigm into any future connection fee studies, and we should actually come out with it. So this is, I think, a good step forward, and should make us more like the rest of the water agencies, and hopefully have some peace in the valley.
Yes, I agree. I have to say, I do agree. I like this process. I think it's going to work better as we move into more of a maintenance mode anyway. Any other comments?
No, I support it. So.
Okay. All right, so I guess this is simply just a first reading of the ordinance. Yes, sir.
I'd just like to call to the board's attention so that the first reading is consistent with this. There is a typographical error on Exhibit 2. The second line, it should say capacity. The board has determined capacity is not available in the water system. So, it's on page 5 of 22. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words in. The fifth word, the sixth word in should be not. Apologies for noticing that.
All right.
Yes, thank you. All right.
That's why we have them around.
Which is, okay, so it says the board has determined that capacity is not available. Where was it again?
Yes, right, that's exactly it. The board has determined capacity is not available. So
Okay.
it should say no connection provided shall be made when the board has determined there's no capacity available.
All right, well, I guess that's it. Good. Okay, so we can move right along.
We'll re-agendize this for November 29th.
Thank you.
There's no...
And also, okay, so also board member items. Let's see, we'll start with Pat.
Let's see. The only thing is I did attend a weekly kind of luncheon, and it was very good. It was packed. There was people there from all over the Tri-Valley that really appreciated working with Dave over the years. It's a great event. It's a lot.
East Bay Area.
And family too. Okay, Director, okay.
Just, we had a resounding farewell for David Duro as well. He's making a big splash out of the district since Tom McCormick, I think. Yeah, so, yeah, Duro was very appreciative of his work. We gave him a proclamation. So, you know, who's on as being actually passed the honor agreement with us sometimes. So it's good.
Good. Okay, Director Duarte.
On October 21st, I attended my first CSD meeting hosted by East Bay Mud. And I think the highlight of the morning was the three directors from the West Contra Costa Wastewater District were there and had copies of the newspapers to show the restaurants. So I thought that was rather interesting. Other than that, there was an update on LAFCO, which I know that Director Hughes has already briefed us on, and we also had an update, a legislative update, of the same gentleman who, Eric, in which he presented at the special districts meeting that we had in Livermore. So, my first time representing Contra Costa County and San Ramon at that meeting, so it was rather interesting.
Okay. Vice President Juanita Leopold.
I don't have anything to add. Well, maybe one thing, I went to the Mayor's Summit last week in San Ramon, where all 5 mayors spoke. And it was interesting because Mr. Clarkson made quite a big deal about the fact that it was important to cooperatively work on all the projects that affected the Tri-Valley, knowing that that he's the one that pulled out of the Tri-Valley Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Channel 30, and the lobbying gentleman that goes back to Washington, D.C. on behalf of the 5 cities. But it was very congenial. Everybody got along extremely well. It was interesting to see all the projects that are going on. Every time you think Pleasanton and Livermore and San Ramon and Danville are doing nothing, you know, you discover they're doing a whole lot. So it was good. It was a good meeting.
I too attended the mayor's conference and I thought it was well done. They always have a good moderator. They ask some really good questions about transportation. Some very good questions that they were able to answer and address in addition to explaining the various projects they had going on. Livermore's getting ready to do their phase 2 of the outlet malls. Stonebridge is coming across, so that's exciting. And Dublin, of course, we always have stuff going on. And they were a good group, and they seemed to work.
The moderator was a lady who was district director for Constant Contact. So she was a big supporter of media and Facebook and all the other things that we've been kind of shying away from. And also I learned an interesting fact that I found very interesting. The Tri-Valley is the leader in the United States for software companies. Never would have thought that, but it's apparently true.
Yeah, so that was exciting. So anyway, it was a good meeting, and I guess if there's, also Personnel Committee has been canceled, right? So we'll take that off the agenda. So on the board calendar.
So is wastewater.
So is wastewater too. Any others? Okay, good. Well, with that, I think we're done for the evening. Meeting adjourned.